What's up, everybody? It's Travis, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about moving to Minnesota. The land of 10,000 lakes has a lot to offer, from beautiful scenery to a thriving job market. But before you pack your bags, we need to talk about the cost of living. Is it actually affordable to live in Minnesota? Let's break it all down, category by category, and see just how far your money can go in the North Star State. First things first, let's talk about housing. This is going to be one of your biggest expenses, no matter where you live. Now, in Minnesota, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is about $1,200 per month. But hold on, that's just an average. This number can fluctuate wildly depending on location. Are you looking at the Twin Cities like Minneapolis or St. Paul? Expect to pay a premium. We're talking potentially upwards of $1,800 or even $2,000 per month for a one-bedroom in a desirable neighborhood. But if you're willing to venture out to the suburbs or smaller towns, you can find some serious deals. Think closer to $900 or even less for a one-bedroom. Now, what about buying? The median home price in Minnesota is around $350,000. That's actually lower than the national average, which is great news if you're looking to put down roots. But remember, buying a home comes with a whole slew of additional expenses. Property taxes, insurance, maintenance, the list goes on. Make sure you factor those into your budget before you start house hunting. Let's talk utilities, because those bills add up fast. In Minnesota, you can expect to pay around $150 per month for your basic utilities. That includes electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage. But, and this is a big but, remember those harsh Minnesota winters? Yeah, those can really crank up your heating bill. During those chilly months, it's not uncommon to see your utility bills double, especially if you're living in an older, less energy-efficient home. So if you're moving from a warmer climate, be prepared for a bit of sticker shock when those heating bills start rolling in. Pro tip: look for apartments or houses with energy-efficient appliances and good insulation. It might cost a bit more upfront, but it'll save you money in the long run. Chapter 3. Alright, let's talk groceries. Everyone's gotta eat, right? Now, the good news is that grocery prices in Minnesota are pretty much on par with the national average. You can expect to spend around $300 per month on groceries for yourself, give or take, depending on your diet and how much you love dining out. Of course, if you're feeding a family, that number is going to be higher. Here's a tip. Minnesota has some fantastic farmers markets where you can often find fresh local produce at a fraction of the cost of grocery stores. Plus, you're supporting local businesses, which is always a win-win. Chapter 4. Okay, time to talk transportation. Now, Minnesota is a car-dependent state, especially if you're living outside of the Twin Cities. If you're planning on driving everywhere, you'll need to factor in the cost of gas, car payments, insurance, and maintenance. On average, you should budget around $100 per month for gas alone, but that can fluctuate depending on how much driving you do and those ever-changing gas prices. Now, if you're living in the Twin Cities, you have the option of public transportation. The Metro Transit system has a pretty extensive network of buses and light rail that can get you around the cities and surrounding suburbs. A monthly pass will set you back about $90, which is significantly cheaper than owning a car. Chapter 5. Last but not least, let's talk about healthcare. Now, nobody likes to think about getting sick, but it's essential to factor healthcare costs into your budget. In Minnesota, health insurance premiums are about average for the U.S. You're looking at around $400 per month for an individual plan. Of course, this can vary depending on your age, health, and the type of coverage you choose. Remember, this is just for the premium. You'll also need to factor in deductibles, co-pays, and out-of-pocket expenses. It's a good idea to do your research and compare different health insurance plans to find the one that best suits your needs and budget. So, there you have it. A breakdown of the main living expenses you'll encounter when moving to Minnesota. Remember, these are just averages, and your actual costs will depend on your individual lifestyle and circumstances. But hopefully, this video gave you a good starting point for planning your move to the land of 10,000 lakes. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal finance, real estate, and living your best life. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.